The Saudi Public Investment Fund (PIF) that owns Newcastle could dispose of the Premier League club to buy Manchester United, an expert has claimed. Last month, Manchester United owners the Glazers stunned the football and financial world by announcing that the Old Trafford club could be sold. Assisted by the Rain Group, the controversial owners announced that they were looking for new investment in the club, in the form of either a complete sale or new minority shareholders. There has since been a myriad of interested parties, with US-based venture capitalists and UK-based billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe touted as potential buyers. However, the most noteworthy interest has come from Saudi Arabia, with the country's sports minister Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki Al Faisal saying there was a lot of interest and appetite in Manchester United and Liverpool. Though PIF currently owns an 80% stake in Newcastle, Prince Abdulaziz has seemingly given the green light for the wealthiest Saudi Arabia to invest in Manchester United and Liverpool, who are also on the market. Could Saudi Arabia drop Newcastle for Manchester United? Last year, a consortium led by PIF completed a £305 million porcelain buyout of Newcastle. The Magpies have since seen a drastic improvement in their performances and currently sit third in the Premier League, having lost just one of their first 15 games this term. However, Simon Chadwick, who is a professor of sport and geopolitical economy at Schema Business School, claimed that it was possible PIF could drop their ties with Newcastle to make an approach for Manchester United. Indeed, in 2019, Saudi Arabia wanted to buy the Red Devils only to be offered a 20% minority shareholding instead. It is likely that PIF would again be interested in the Premier League giants, though if they are to invest in Manchester United, they would need to drop their Newcastle ties, given owners are unable to have two clubs simultaneously.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.